Hey babes, and happy Galentine's Day. Okay, Galentine's Day is not an official holiday, but I'm celebrating Galentine's today with my friends. And so I wanted to take you along on me as I prepare today. I am really trying to get into my hosting era. I'm really trying to do more events at home or do more things at home because, for one thing, I feel like for the amount that I've been spending when I go out, I could have just done something at home with more people and just had a better experience. And at this point in my life, I really want to strengthen my connections with my friends and really put more effort into that. So today I'm hosting Galentine's, and I just wanted to yap with y'all while I get ready for that, show you a little bit behind the scenes of, me preparing for that, and also talk about some things that I've been doing since probably like last year that have really helped me, I guess, improve my hosting skills and just some things that have helped me be a more thoughtful host and help me connect better when I'm hosting these gatherings at my house. So, I'm about to put on some clothes, take a shower, put on some clothes because I need to go to HEB and pick up a cake. I also need to go get I think I'm going to get some heart balloons. I was really trying not to have too many balloons, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later about why I'm trying to stop using balloons for these parties and stuff. But yeah, I got a couple errands to run this morning. And then I'm just gonna start setting up. So let's go. Let's get into it. Before I get into this Galentine's Day party, make sure you are subscribed, make sure you like this video, and also introduce yourself in the comments. I love meeting you guys, getting to know a little bit more about you. So yeah, introduce yourself in the comments. Now, I have been really trying to get into my hosting era. And it's not just because I want to host these beautiful parties, it's really actually part of my wellness plan. You heard that right. Hosting is actually a part of my wellness plan. Now, let me explain that a little bit more. One of my goals this year is to improve my social life. And the way that I'm doing that is by initiating more outings, hosting more things at my home. And for me, it's really just my way of being more proactive about my social life instead of waiting for people to invite me to things or waiting for somebody else to say that they want to go somewhere. I'm trying to do a better job at initiating that myself. And another thing about hosting or having a better social life is it's actually linked to a longer lifespan. So let me read this that I found from this article for you from PubMed. This article talks about basically how socialization or socializing can really help with your health and how it impacts women and men. And so this is just one of the parts that stood out to me. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you because it's a little lengthy, but let me just read this part. The benefits of female social ties may also have a biobehavioral basis, with one particular feature being the tendency to respond to stress with protective and affiliative behavior, better known as tend and befriend strategy. Whereas males typically react to stress with a fight or flight strategy, females are more likely to react by seeking support and trying to help one another. This response is based in the attachment caregiving system that is also responsible for maternal bonding, with the release of oxytocin triggering affiliative and protective behavior aimed at alleviating the stress response by reducing stress-induced cortisol levels. And so this article goes on to talk more about that, more about how basically having a social life or being social positively impacts women and their stress, I guess their stress reduction or stress management. So yeah, I'm going to link this in the description so that you can read more about this. But I just thought that this whole idea of how our friendships and our relationships can actually improve our health. And there are probably lots of articles on this, but this is just a recent one that I found on PubMed. Now, aside from the stress reduction piece of it, one thing that I've realized about myself is that I enjoy creating and I enjoy creating beautiful things. And hosting really kind of helps me do that. So right now I am working on this backdrop. Y'all, so first and foremost, this is not even what I wanted to do, but I'm having to improvise. So what you're seeing is the result of me having to improvise just with some stuff that I had at home, since this wasn't my original idea. I didn't love it, but whatever. I committed to the idea, I finished it, and yeah, it's up. That brings me to one of the first things or rules that I have for hosting. So I like to host around something that I enjoy. Now, that can be anything from the fact that you like to create. So maybe you're very creative and maybe you like to do tablescapes or floral arrangements, or maybe you like games and so you want to host a game night because you love trivia games. Or I don't know, maybe you like to cook, so you host something where you get to cook. But I want you to think about doing something that you enjoy, that you want to share with everyone else, because I feel like that kind of adds to your enjoyment for this, right? That adds to you adding, it basically creates a good experience for everybody involved, because they get to enjoy something that you're enjoying, or you get to share something with them that you enjoy. My next tip for hosting is to keep it simple. Whether it's the menu, the decor, keep it as simple as possible, so that way you are not doing tons of stressful prep and really just exhausting yourself before people even get there. You don't want this to be something that is stressful for you. So even if you're not, like, if there's a part of this that you don't enjoy, if you don't enjoy cooking, it is okay to go get store-bought trays. It is okay to have somebody else cater. It is okay to outsource the parts of this that you don't like. If you don't like the takedown, maybe you can have a house cleaner come and clean up after your event. Just whatever it is, this thing is supposed to bring joy to everyone involved, and that's not just your guests. It includes you too. My next tip is to always plan ahead, at least as much as possible, right? And the reason for that, especially if you are on a budget, you want to plan early. So I sent out the invitation for this a month in advance, and that allowed me to go price some things to see what things I could get the best prices on, and to kind of get an idea of how much doing this party was going to cost me, and where I could save and where I kind of wanted to spend a little bit more money. That brings me to my next tip. Reconsider using disposables for everything. Now, I love an easy cleanup, so I love disposables for the easy cleanup, but sometimes using a lot of disposable stuff is actually not as cost effective as you think it is. So sometimes it's actually more cost effective for you to invest in things that you're noticing you're using over and over again. Now, if you are pretty new to hosting, you're just starting out, you may want to just start out using disposables for everything at first, at least until you do a couple parties. So that way you can decide what items you use over and over again that you might want to invest in, and what items that you prefer to use or keep as disposable. Okay, I got most of the food pretty much ready to go. So now I'm about to go ahead and get dressed, or like halfway dressed, because I'm gonna put my dress on like right at the very last minute. But everything else, the food is pretty much together. The decor is pretty much together. So yeah, I'm just gonna hurry up and get dressed so that I can spend like the last 30 minutes putting everything out and putting the touches on everything. Whenever I'm getting ready for something that I'm having at my house, I always want to spend at least 30 minutes to myself, of just me by myself. And usually it's when I'm getting ready. I might put on some music, I might light a candle. But the whole idea is really for me to just work on my appearance, work on getting myself together so I look my best, and also get my nervous system all the way under control, all the way calmed down before people come, because I feel like we set the tone for how things go. We set the tone for how people are going to feel when they arrive. And so even if I am like rushing at the last minute, even if I got a bunch of stuff I still need to do, I still want to be already dressed in a calm mood when people get there, so that they kind of feel that and they can, they can have that calm energy too. I feel like we set the vibes with our energy, when people are walking in. So even if things are still undone, even if I'm kind of still got a lot I need to do, I still like to be as calm as possible when people are walking in, because I feel like that contributes to the experience that everyone is having. Typically not a big fan of anything floral print, but this dress was so cute. I ordered it from Nordstrom. They had a sale going on, so I ordered a few dresses to wear to this party, and I just kind of ordered this one on a whim. I didn't think it was going to be this cute, so I ended up ordering it on a whim. But yeah, I love this dress, and y'all are definitely going to see me in it lots of times. One thing that I did while I was getting ready for this party that I do not recommend doing is I decided to do my nails. And for those of y'all who don't know, I rarely ever go get my nails done anymore. I probably hadn't gotten my nails done in like a year, but I do my own nails at home. And so I wanted to do something kind of on theme for this, which I should have tried it to do this yesterday. But I did this black nail polish with these nail stickers from Dazzling Diva, and you're gonna see the stickers. I thought they came out so cute. I normally don't like these things because they're pretty difficult to put on, but these actually came out so cute. I think the most important thing when you're hosting is the atmosphere you create. It's the mood you create. So for me, since that's such a big thing, I focus on that first. If it's the final, hour, if we're down to the last minute and there's still a lot to be done, I actually prioritize things that I feel like are going to add to the mood or add to the ambiance first. And then I do all the other things. So this is kind of my priority list when I'm hosting. And I know this might sound crazy, but I'll explain a little bit more. So my priority list when I'm hosting, when it's the last minute and we, gotta get it together, is first myself, my energy, my appearance, because I feel like, well, I'll go into detail about why. But first, myself, my appearance, my energy. Then the atmosphere, the ambiance, the mood of the event itself and of the space itself. Then the food and drinks. Then, all the other miscellaneous details. And the reason I do it like that is because I feel like the most important thing, at least for me, is that everyone feels good when they come to my home. Everyone feels good when they're experiencing something that I created. And so for me, it's important to focus on creating the mood or the energy first, right? And then we can focus on all the other things. I feel like all the other things just kind of fall into place. And I realized in hosting that people love us. People just care about that we put in effort towards them. People appreciate that. And so, everything is going to be okay. So if you are someone who gets anxious hosting, just realize that you are doing this for people that you love and they love you back and they appreciate your effort.
You look so pretty. The most things she did high school performance. The most things she that was right there looking for performance the other night. Herself is iconic. She was like one little twirl thing. She goes, she like twirl. She's like, boo. Wait, did you watch her reality show? Okay, so in the show, her team didn't realize the time change from their base in Europe.
The girls and I had the best yap session ever. And we ended the night, we probably stayed up till, I think everybody left after 11. Like it might have been even closer to midnight. So yeah, it was a very good yap session with the girls. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, leave me a comment below. Like this video, make sure you're subscribed, all the things, and I will catch you in the next video.